Assam tea is worldwide famous full-bodied tea with robust flavor produced in the state of Assam in India. It is the largest tea producing area in India, making up to more than 50% of all tea production in the country. Assam's tropical monsoon climate makes a perfect weather environment for a tea production.
About Assam. Assam, state of India, it is located in the northeastern part of the country and is bounded to the north by the Kingdom of Bhutan and the states of Arunachal Pradesh, to the east by the states of Nagaland and Manipur, to the south by the state of Mizoram and Tripura, and to the west by Bangladesh and the state of Meghalaya and West Bengal. The name Assam is derived from the word Asama, meaning peerless, in the now instinct, a home language. Forests, formerly extending over two-fifths of the state's area, were reduced by creation of Meghalaya and Mizoram in the early 1970s. In the early 21st century, about one-third of Assam was covered with various types of woodlands, including tropical, evergreen, and deciduous forests, broad-leaved hill forest, pine forest, and swamp forest, as well as grasslands. Assam is home to some 75 species of earth, many of which have commercial value. Sal, Holong trees are the most bountiful of the hardwoods. Bamboo, orchids, and ferns are also abundant. Since the late 20th century, population growth has been unusually rapid, mostly due to immigrants into Assam of tea garden laborers, herders from Nepal, Muslims from West Bengal, and refugees from Bangladesh. Increasing population in the state's urban area reflects not only the growth of industries and expansion of commercial activity, but also the tendency of many immigrants, particularly those from Bangladesh, to live near towns. In the early 21st century, Guwahati was the most significant urban population.
Tea in Assam. Assam tea is a black tea named after the region of its production, Assam, India. Assam tea is manufactured specifically from the plant Camellia sinensis var. Assamica. This tea is indigenous to the hilly regions of Assam. This tea is worldwide famous full-bodied tea with robust flavor and is produced in the state of Assam in India. There are two main types of this tea available, Orthodox and CTC tea. Orthodox Assam tea can further be divided into many categories, depending on the type of the leaf used. Orthodox tea is made using traditional methods and is considered to be of higher quality than the tea which is used for tea bags. Assam tea is known to have many health benefits, such as having antioxidant properties and boosting heart health. Assam tea is also known to lower bad or LDL cholesterol and in the improvement of gut health. Assam tea may help reduce blood pressure and having the risk of stroke. Intake of Assam tea lowers blood sugar levels in the body, along with reducing the risk of cancer.
Tea from Assam is an informative story written by Arup Kumar Datta. The central theme of the story is tea gardens of Assam. This chapter also tells us about the origin of tea. It begins from the scene where two friends, Pranjal and Rajveer, are set to go to Assam, Pranjal's hometown, when a tea vendor asks them if they would like to have some freshly made tea. They buy 2 cups, joining almost every other person in their compartment. There were soft green paddy fields followed by tea bushes seen during the journey. Rajveer is very excited on seeing such large plantations of tea, but Pranjal is unable to match the same level because he was born and brought up in Assam, famously known as the tea country. Visiting there for the first time, Rajveer did a lot of study about how tea was discovered and that it dates back to 2700 BC. There are numerous stories as to how it was discovered, one about a Chinese emperor and the other about a Buddhist monk. In the first story about the origin of tea, it is said that a Buddhist monk felt sleepy while meditating. To avoid it, he cut his eyelids and threw them. Few saplings sprouted out of them. It is said they were tea leaves and banished sleep after boiling and drinking it. There is another story. The other story tells that there was a king in China who was in a habit of drinking water after boiling it. Few twigs fell into his boiling water. After drinking it, his sleep went off. They called it tea. Tea was first drunk in China as far back as 2700 BC. Chai and chini words have their origin in China. As they were having this discussion, they reached their destination where Pranjol's parents had come to receive them and take them to their tea garden. On their way, they passed a cattle bridge and gave way to a truck filled with tea leaves, which drew their attention to the fact that it was the second sprouting season. Rajveer indeed did a lot of study before coming, which impressed Pranjol's father, and he intended to learn a lot more.
What are the two legends that Rajveer mentioned? Rajveer mentioned a legend about the Chinese emperor who always boiled water before drinking it. One day, a few leaves of the twigs burning under the pot fell into the pot, giving the water a delicious flavor. It is said that these were tea leaves. The other legend was about Bodhirama, who was an ancient Buddhist ascetic who cut off his eyelids because he felt sleepy during meditations. 10 tea plants grew out of these eyelids. The leaves of these plants, when put into hot water and drunk, banished sleep. Describe the view seen by Rajveer from the train window. It was a magnificent view. Against the backdrop of densely wooded hills, a sea of tea bushes stretched as far as the eye could see. Dwarfing the tiny tea plants were tall, sturdy shade trees, and amidst the orderly rows of bushes, busily moved doll-like figures. In the distance, there was also an ugly building with smoke blowing out of tall chimneys. What did Rajveer and Pranjol see on the car ride? On both sides of the gravel road were acre upon acre of tea bushes, all neatly pruned to the same height. Groups of tea pluckers with bamboo baskets on their backs, wearing plastic aprons, were plucking the newly sprouted leaves. Why did Mr. Barua say you seem to have done your homework before coming? Mr. Barua said this to Rajveer. Rajveer had already learnt a lot about the art of cultivating tea. He also asked Mr. Barua if it was the second flush or sprouting season. He also told that it lasts from May to July and yields the best tea.
To conclude, in the lesson Glimpses of India, we have learnt about the appealing topography and specialties of different parts of our country. From one such part, tea from Assam, we learnt about the exceedingly large tea industry of Assam. We read upon the history of tea, how tea leaves are plucked and stored, its sprouting period, and more. The story gave us a visual description of the stretched tea bushes, and it talked about the popularity of tea centralizing on Assam. To bring about, it can be said that if one ever visits the state of Assam, they must visit the scenic tea gardens and plantations not only for the sight of it but also for the various methods of its production.